Hello and welcome to a 30-minute flow about receiving and holding on to your energy. So, there's another class, like a sister class to this, about giving energy away. And that we also need to open the door to receive energy, to receive support, to receive attention, to receive relationship and listening. And so in this class, we're going to do a little bit of heart opening like we did in the giving class, but we're also going to really focus on connection to the core, not core in core poses, but core connection. Instead of sending all that energy out like we've done in that sister class, instead we're going to draw it in and hold it where it needs to be. We're going to do a couple really similar movements that hopefully will help illuminate this in your own body. So this is a little bit of a grounding class, and at the same time, we're going to really use that core energy to draw energy inwards and hold it there. So it's a little mix of everything. I hope you enjoy. Let's go ahead and get started seated. So a comfortable cross-legged seat. If you'd like to sit on a blanket, that's great. Maybe not a block, but no problem to lift up a little bit. Take a couple breaths. So for this practice, we want to focus on the exhale. So even though exhale means we're sending air out, it's connecting us to where we are, this receiving, this kind of turning inwards. We can also think of matching receiving and accepting, receiving and letting it be. That's where that exhale can really just kind of soften into where we are. If there's any soft movements you want to do with your neck, maybe moving ears side to side. I also want to frame receiving as receiving care. So if anything we do in this class doesn't really feel right to you, go ahead and do a couple neck circles, one direction. If anything in this class just doesn't feel right to you, your body, it doesn't receive it well, that's your answer to just not. And instead, find a place where you can really rest, restore, other direction with the head. Good. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, side bend. Bring right hand down, left arm overhead. So kind of pushing into left hip, arcing rib cage. And let this just be what you need it to be. We're stretching, we're landing, we're feeling. And we're also receiving signals and signs from our own nervous system. How do we feel when we stop moving? How do we feel when we turn off the computer, set down the device? Good, rise up. Other way, left hand down, right arm over. Same thing, it doesn't have to be anything. Receiving that deep knowledge that we have within. Rise up. Place your hands behind. I'm just kind of landing the hands. I'm not doing anything specific. I'm going to either be palms down or up on fingertips to lift your heart. I'm actually going to move on to fingertips for more space. Lift your heart up. Feel into your heart, your neck, your chin. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lay right over your thighs. We're staying in the seat, but we want to kind of lay and drape down into a forward fold here. And again, it can be heavy, it can be soft. It really doesn't have to be anything. Go ahead and walk up. If you're someone who likes to switch the cross of the legs, you can do that now. It's not necessary. We're going to inhale, reach arms up. Going through that cycle again a little faster. This time, when right hand comes down, you're going to be a little bit more particular about the side stretch. Left arm overhead. Pull your shoulders down to activate your core. And when I say core, I mean your whole trunk. If this is appropriate, stay or lift right hand like you're holding a big ball overhead. All of a sudden, everything changes. So using the strength of your core, we're not sending energy out, but rather we're pulling back to our center so that we can stay in the side bend, stay in the stretch, but also stay in the strength. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, other side. So left hand down. Right arm overhead, but with a little more action, awareness. And then stay like this, or bring left hand up like you're holding a big ball. And then anchor the muscles that hold your shoulders. Connect to your core, connect to your trunk. Keep breathing here. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, this time hands clasped behind back. We're intentionally not touching the ground, so maybe push those knuckles into low back. Or just reach them wide, lift your heart. I mean, it's okay if your knuckles just touch the ground. It's not a big deal, but we're not trying to land and rest on the ground. Lift your heart. Good, arms up, inhale. This time, activate the core now. Lean forward, and I want you to just kind of lean in. Hold. So instead of giving everything away, I want you to pull the energy back into yourself. Lean in, hold. Now walk hands down. Stay in a stretch, but a little bit more active. So those fingertips are on the ground, your arms are strong, and again, you're pulling energy back to your core. Walk up. Transition to hands and knees. We're going to go right into some familiar but different movements. So let's start with right arm, left leg. Inhale, you're coming into a hands and knees. So you can modify by just one leg, just one arm, maybe just lifting the knee and bringing it back down. All options are good. If available, right arm, left leg, take an inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow. So this is familiar. Inhale long. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Good. Next time you inhale, exhale, hold the foot behind you. So if you're not able to hold the foot, then you'll just bend your knee, hands down. This is fine. This is your option. Otherwise, holding foot. We're going to take a small breath in this bow, and then we're going to do something either with hand down or with hand connected. You're going to take an inhale, exhale, land in that Sometimes people call this bird dog, right arm, left leg. Inhale, hold the foot or just bend the knee. Exhale, extend. Inhale. Exhale. So 2 more times. We're doing this to hold on to our energy. We're not sending it away. Instead, we're sending it back to our core. We're receiving the strength that we make. Good. Go ahead and come to hands and knees. Do a little kind of side motion. Because we're going to take this right into the other side. So, right leg, left arm, modify as needed. One hand, one knee, maybe knee down to lift. Take an inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow. Again, familiar. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Again, option is bent knee, and you just extend. Bend, extend. Or holding the foot. Take a breath here, just pausing, everybody. And then it's an inhale. Exhale long. Inhale. Exhale. Keep your energy close. Inhale. Exhale. Receive strength. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Good. Come into hands and knees. Maybe a little circular rotation this time to kind of wind that out other way. And then move to downward facing dog. Just breathe here for a few moments. Hips high, head hangs. Soften your neck, soften your jaw. Walk your feet all the way to your hands. Same thing here. Start to soften in a forward fold. So you're going to push into your feet, lift through your arches, relax your neck. Take your hands to your elbows and do a little softening. Good, and then we're going to circle upwards to the right, holding elbows. So inhale, big circle all the way up. Exhale down. Twice more. Inhale, big circle. Exhale down. One more. Inhale, big circle. Exhale down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms to sky. Exhale, hands through heart to your sides. Take a breath. Again, receiving that deep knowledge that we often cloud over. Step the feet to an appropriate stance for your chair pose. We're going to sit into chair. You can actually bring your hands to your heart. Activate the core just a little bit. Send the seat back. Keep chest really lifted. Couple breaths here. So again, if reaching your arms helps cultivate that energy, great. I'm just trying to stay a little more focused on the center and not bring my shoulders into it. Good. Now push into right foot. You're going to bring your left ankle over your right knee, and we're sitting into standing pigeon. Flex the left toes, lift your heart, breathe here. Take an inhale, lift left knee. Exhale, send it back, warrior three. Pull energy to your core. One more breath. Bend right knee, send left toes back. Take your time to get settled. It's okay if you feel wobbly. Inhale, hands to heart. Exhale, deep twist. If the deep twist is too much, then you bring your knee down, your hand out. So lunge twist. Lift your right shoulder. Inhale, arms up. High lunge. Exhale, bend left knee. Make fists. Couple of these. Inhale. Exhale, drawing energy in towards your core. Inhale. Exhale, drawing in. Inhale. Exhale, one more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands frame, right foot flow. We really haven't gone through a flow, so make it the one that you want to take. Land in downward dog. Lift heels. Bend knees. Hop to top of mat or walk. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Slightly wider stance here. Hold the elbows. Take a couple breaths just staying. Part of receiving, even though this is an active class, part of receiving is staying. Waiting to see what happens. Only when it's safe, but waiting to see what happens. Left side, rise up into the circle. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more inhale. Exhale. Drape down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, just be here. Feet a little closer together, or at least for my body. I like a little closer together for chair. Hands at heart or above head, palms facing each other. Sink in. So we can make things a little softer. For example, I'm making it softer on my shoulders by not lifting my arms. And we can also at the same time make it more connected, more engaged. So activating core, focusing on center, softening in other places. Take another breath. Go ahead and push into left foot, lift right leg up. Flex right toes, sit low, lift heart. Inhale, right knee up. Exhale, send it back. Warrior 3, allow yourself to need time to calibrate. And then really feel, how do we pull energy into center instead of sending it out away? Send right toes back. Take your time to get acclimated. High lunge. Inhale, hands to heart. Exhale, right elbow outside of thigh. That's the deep twist, or hand down, arrange. Widen your stance if needed. What messages do you hear when you turn everything else off? Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Exhale, bend back knee, make fists, draw into center. Inhale, exhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Flow in the way that serves you. One more breath in downward dog to pause. Inhale, lift heels. Exhale, bend knees. Inhale, hop forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms to sky. Exhale, stand and be. So we're going to do something that was similar to what we did earlier in the class. We're going to take dancer pose, move into warrior three. It's like 2 breaths in, let's say 3 breaths in the first dancer, 2 in warrior three. Either take a pause or come right back into the foot hooked, move into dancer, more of like 2 breaths, 2 breaths. Do 3 cycles of that. Stand on your right leg. Bend left knee. We're going to hold inside a foot. So a proper dancer. Left heel behind your seat, right arm beside your ear. Belly and heart lifted. Soft right knee. Kick left leg up. Reach right arm forward. You don't need to lean so far forward, but it will help a little bit for warrior three. 3 breaths. Good, big inhale. Exhale, warrior three. It's a little easier when you know it's coming. You know that you have to hold on to that energy. Take 2 breaths. Return, maybe you come right back into dancer. Maybe you take a break. Dancer, 2 breaths. Warrior three. Holding on. Coming up. Last time. Dancer, soft knee, soft right knee. Landing warrior three. Bend right knee, left toes back, high lunge. Just 1 breath to land. Left hand down, right arm up, twist. Again, you can drop back knee if that's better for you. If that's what the messages tell you. Stay like this, or side plank. Right leg on top of left or right foot halfway down. Breathe. Keeping your energy at center, drawing it inward. Hand down, flow or no flow. Meet in downward dog. Take 1 more breath. Land. Inhale, lift heels. Exhale, bend knees. Halfway lift. And fold. Inhale, arms to sky. Exhale, stand and be. Just as you are. We will do the exact same thing second side. 3 breath dancer, 2 breath warrior 2. Warrior 3. and repeat a couple more cycles. So stand on left foot, bend right knee, hold inside of foot, heel behind seat, and lift your heart. And so I really do like, in these balance poses, especially when there's some movement, a soft knee. So it's not you're all the way bent, but it's a little bent, engages the muscles a little bit more. Left arm up, take an inhale, kick into your dancer pose, 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, transition. Hold that energy, keep it. Dancer pose. Tap down if needed. Warrior 3. Tap down if needed. Last cycle. Dancer. Warrior 3. If you lose it, it doesn't mean anything. You just pull it back in. Bend left knee, land right toes, high lunge. Take a moment to land. And then right hand down, twist, open. If you're moving to side plank, left leg on top or halfway down. Big inhale. Exhale. Flow in the way that works for you. And move to downward dog for just one last breath. Land, knees. Let's go ahead and just sit center of mat. This time, we're going to bring your feet hips width apart, hips halfway down your mat, hands behind. You're going to push into reverse tabletop. Take a couple breaths there. This time we really do want our hands anchored like a plank or a downward dog. On an inhale, lift your hips and breathe. On an exhale, lower. Go right into Navasana, whatever that means for you. Holding your energy, receiving it in. Good. Bring your feet down. We're sliding right into Paschimottanasana, forward fold. So we're going to move the flesh off the sitting bones. I like feet hips width apart. Inhale, but you can make them as wide as you need. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, heart moves forward. Hands follow. So moving your hands towards your feet. Of course, you never have to touch your feet. And we're not tugging. In fact, my arms are kind of soft here. I'm just holding my feet for some traction. Let's feel into this. And so this is where we start to go inward. This is our second to last pose. Nothing more to do, no more energy to hold on to. It's kind of that open door of acceptance, understanding, receiving both support, love, attention, care. Three deep breaths. So inhale through nose. Exhale through mouth. And then go ahead and peel up. We are going to finish in a kneeling pose. If kneeling's not a fit for you, seated would be fine. I do want to just balance the spine before we move on to something, because forward folds are kind of a big deal. They're kind of big on the body in a different way than, let's say, a back bend. So we could close by just resting hands here on thighs, or holding on to forearms, or finally, only if it's not a battle, pressing palms together behind heart. Either variation, let it get a little heavy. So if you've got your hands clasped in some way, make sure you're not holding that up with your shoulders or your jaw or your brain. And it's even okay if things kind of fall a little bit, like my palms are no longer touching really. I'm letting it be heavy. And at the same time, that heaviness is directing some openness across my chest and my throat, my heart space. And really, receiving is an inward energy. And at the same time, we have to be open to receive. If we're too closed off, then there's no avenues in. Stay here for as long as you like. If you're closing your practice, remove your hands and just let them land on your thighs. Take a deeper breath. Thank you so much for being here.